Hello everyone, it's Shanna. Welcome to my channel. Now today we're going to be working with the Pink and Main card sketches that came in the Pink and Main Crafty Courtyard kit. I don't believe I've brought this one to my channel yet, so I thought I would bring it to my channel. And this is one of the pieces that I had colored earlier, and I thought I would just use it up since it is already ready to go. What I'm doing is I'm needing thank you cards. Obviously, since Christmas, I always like to send or give thank you cards to each person that has given us gifts. So I'm going to be working on that. This is going to be more of a masculine one because I'm needing one for my stepfather. I already made my parents' gift thank you card, and now I need to make my stepdad his thank you card. So I'm going to be working with this sketch here. And this time I didn't try to, over here I tried to use, I broke down the measurements. I bumped them up to where they'd be a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card, and I actually did the dimensions and everything. But here I didn't. I'm just kind of eyeballing it and going with what I've got, using some dies that I have that can cut the panels and just kind of going that way. So let's just get started. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to make my card base, and I'm just going to make a side folding card. I've got a bunch of pre-cut hammer mill pieces of paper that I just need to score, and I've been using the top folding a lot, and I've got a pretty good stack of the side folding, so I'm going to just use it. And I'm going to keep my scoreboard out because I'm going to do something with it, trying to remind myself what I'm doing. Now I already pre-cut these last night. I've been kind of behind and I've been trying to get caught up. So I did some pre-cutting last night, and I'm going to use this panel here for my base panel, and I've cut the center out of it because I'm going to bring the center piece back in, and that way I can make the most out of my cardstock. So I'm just going to do that. So I'm going to let's talk about, since we're making this card for my stepfather, I have the pen in there. I don't know why it's not working. Let's talk about the interesting gifts that we got from him and our Christmas exchange with him. So my stepfather, my mom died a couple of years ago, and so he is basically alone now. And he actually has recovered. He had multiple myeloma, and he actually retired for a little bit and then decided to go back to work. So, but in his retirement time, he had a lot of free time he's a woodworker, does a lot of that. And he had some time to make a lot of gifts and stuff for all of us kids, which he typically does. And I've spoke about them before. He's made the marker holder that I have in my craft room. He made the paper holder that I have in the craft room. He's the one that made this. I talk about that periodically. I have beautiful furniture and cornices in my house that he has made. But this year for Christmas, he made all of us kids. There are 4 of us. I have a brother and 2 sisters, and then myself. 4 of my mother and father's natural children. There's a lot more of us if you count them all, but with the natural children. And then he has 2 children. So he actually made 6 of these. He made each of us natural children a dulcimer. And a dulcimer is a stringed instrument that you lay on your lap and you play, which is so cool. But what's even more cool is he had wood from my mother's brother. My mother's brother passed away a long time ago, and my stepdad had the wood from his shop, and so he used this wood to make these dulcimers. Let's go back to the card here. So what I thought I would do is just take and score this every 1/4 of an inch. So I think I'm going to start from this side just so that I can work backwards. And I thought this would make a nice little pattern on my, am I getting it right? Yeah. I feel like I missed one. Yeah. I'm going to do Yeah, there we go. Anyway, I thought this would make a nice little pattern on my panel without using an embossing folder. That way it won't be too flowery, too girly, anything like that, but I'll have some texture is what I'm doing. And I'm standing over this so that I can just get a real good press on it and hit all of my marks. So I'm just every 1/4 inch doing this. Now this is going to get tricky because I'm going to have to get in between here. There we go. So now I've just got it scored with these score marks. I don't know if you can see it very well or not, but it's just going to give a little bit of texture to it. Okay, so get that out of the way. So that's going to be my next panel. And I think since I've scored it, I'm going to go ahead and put some foam tape on it and kind of straighten it out a little bit because you see it's got a little bit of an arch to it. And I could use this side as well. In fact, I think I'll use the rib side instead of the indented side. Anyway, so we all got these beautiful dulcimers. Mine's made out of walnut and what's the other wood? I'm not sure. The backing is walnut. I'm gonna have to ask him. I can't remember. And then the top is a lighter. I don't think that it might be pine. Anyway, but it's gorgeous. And earlier this summer, maybe it was fall, he had called me and asked what my favorite scripture was. And I told him I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And so he has one of those laser tools that he can do all this neat stuff with. And so he put on the dulcimer, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And he's also got some cute little cutouts. There's a heart on there and a cross. And I should take a picture to show you. And if you look inside the heart, you can see where he signed it. He always signs anything that he makes for us kids. So we all got one of those. And that was incredibly fun. He made a handmade gift for the grandkids as well, and used his machine to do that. He actually made them a frame. So we're just going to lay this panel down on here and get a nice little edge. Try and get it right, hopefully. But he made the grandkids a mirrored frame that had their name on it, and it was etched to where light shines through it. And you could actually, it had like a heart, and it had a message about beauty, and it was really neat. He made that for the kids. And then one of the fun things he did, I'm going to lay this banner down, was he had, he wanted to start a new tradition with us kids. So he had made a plaque. Actually, he made 7 of them. And he'd made a plaque that said something to the effect of, they were wrapped, so I didn't see them. Hope your Christmas is merry, and something about being joyful. And he wrapped them, and he bought a gift card, a nice little gift card, and he put it on the outside of them. And then he had all of the grandkids go out into the community and find somebody that looked like they could use a gift card, and then to give them this plaque and this gift card. And it was so cool. The kids went out and did it. They had a lot of fun doing it, and they came back and told, of course, the parents and grandparent the story behind that. So that was so cool. So anyway, that's who I am making this card for. And it was just a real, I think I'm going to need a piece to find a scrap piece. I'm going to need a piece to layer that up so that we don't inject. Anyway, it was just a really fun. We had a pizza party. We had pizza, and my daughter had brought some of her little snack goodies, so we had some little treats and some pizza, and of course we had our opening of our gifts and stuff. But it was really a lot of fun and a good experience for everyone. So I want to make him a really nice card for that. And then after we left, he hopped in his vehicle and he went down to some of the family. He went down south to Georgia and Florida to deliver gifts to the family members that weren't able to make it. So we had his kids were in Georgia, and then I need to lay another panel down before I get carried away. And my youngest sister lives in Florida. So he was going to cart all of this stuff down there and have Christmas with them. So it was really a fun experience. So then yesterday, my sister and she came over, my oldest sister. She lives in town. She's the one I talk about all the time. She came over and she said, how am I going to learn to play this dulcimer? And so she didn't bring hers with her, but I got mine out and we sat down on the sectional and we pulled up a YouTube video because I play guitar. I've not played a dulcimer. And we found a good YouTuber, and he showed us some basic steps for it. And so the first thing we needed to do, because it had been in a box wrapped for a minute, was tune it. So I went through the tuning procedure with her. And a dulcimer is different than a guitar because it actually has two strings that are together. And so we had to learn how to do that. It's actually tuned to D-A-D according to this video I watched. So my sister and I tuned it up and we practiced the scales on it. So we're that far along. I think it'll be a quicker learn for me since I'm familiar with strings and chords and all that and everything because I play the guitar. But she's real interested in learning. So we did that and we played with it for a good little bit. And then we ran next to my dad's house and showed him because we knew he'd appreciate. He's a guitar player as well. And he actually played with my uncle whose wood was used in there. My dad did. So it was a lot of fun and we spent a lot of time looking at that. And so that was fun. He also made for the spouses of the kids, he made these beautiful boxes, storage boxes, and gave them out. So it was really wonderful. So I wanted to make a card and just be very thankful for that because it was a great experience. So here's my card. I hope you like it. It came together pretty easy. I really didn't talk much about it because I thought the story was so interesting. So I thought I would share that with you. Anyway, I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.